Pull. Come on. 2, 1. Stretch. There you go. Come on. Come on.
Hey, what's up, everybody? With the Martinez here, 2 weeks out from the Mr. Olympia. Down in Tampa, just got down here, I would say about maybe 2 weeks ago, actually, to train with Joe McNeil in his facility, Future Athletes. Before I got down here, I was pretty much sticking to my diet, measuring everything out, but there was a little discrepancy. I own the Muscle Maker Grill. They do all my food. They prep all my food. I basically don't have to cook over there. But what happened was that, Joe specified that the food was basically going to be weighed uncooked. Well, just a small mistake. My employees over there, they actually weighed the food after it was cooked. And so I was getting slightly less than I should have, and it hurt, but I was still pushing through. I was still training hard as if I was eating exactly what I was supposed to, and I was down in weight. And when I got down here to Tampa, Joe looked at me and he made the changes, and the changes were, the same thing he actually had me do before. So when I actually started weighing my food uncooked, and I started seeing the portions I was receiving when I was cooking my food myself, I was like, wait a minute, this is about 50% more than what I was eating in my restaurant. Well, that's exactly what happened. I was getting less food, therefore I depleted much more. So since I've been down here, I actually put on 7 more pounds. So I'm 7 pounds heavier and still lean, still tight, from those last pictures you saw of an MD of my shoulder workout. And, small things like that make a big difference. Things happen. People make mistakes, but this, mistakes like this can't, as long as you rectify them right from the get-go and you fix them and you have time to actually, fix them, then it's no problem. But had it happened a week before, there would have been some very tough repercussions. And I'm just happy I came down here to train with Joe. Everything so far is on target. I'm feeling better, feeling stronger. Confidence is just growing each workout. And again, 2 weeks out. To all my fans out there, you're going to see a whole new Victor up on that stage, and right now just finished one of our last few workouts that's going to be aired on MD, musculardevelopment.com. We just finished doing back. I'm going to finish this workout by having my one and only scoop of dark matter. Yes, I'm down to 1 scoop. Again, trying to restrict the carbs at this point, just trying to get tighter. And every week we're getting better, and we actually reaching our target zone. Again, it's still 2 weeks out, still got time to work. So let's get it going, and I see you guys on the stage. Yeah, as you all know, I'm doing a method I have tried before in the past, but it has changed many times. I pretty much lose weight into a show. One of Joe's methods is pretty much growing into the show, which I think it was just awesome. I didn't have to worry about dropping too much weight. If anything, we stay lean in the off season. And now I'm pretty much growing into the show, and I'm going to hand you over to Joe. He could explain, and he'll get into detail and how he constructs his method.
Hi, MD. What's going on out there? Here we are, future athletes. We're at the last 2 weeks of preparation with Victor Martinez going into the Olympia, and it looks like everything's on schedule. What we did this year, we stayed really lean, and 12 weeks out, we picked everything up, our training, the nutrition plan got strict, and we're going to grow into the show. That means that from our training for the last 12 weeks, and the nutrition plan that we followed, we should be putting on weight as we're going into the show, putting on muscle, bringing down the fat slow. Vic got out here is a little bit lighter than we wanted. We stepped one part of the phase up to bring the weight back. So we got his weight back up to where I think we need to be. So we're going to finish these last 2 weeks, and hopefully we can bring Victor in as best he's ever been. There's a lot of work left. And like everybody knows out there, it's a timing thing to hit everything right on Friday night at Olympia. So if we get everything done right and we hit this off, so I hope all his fans out there will have the best Victor out there we can bring at this time. Hopefully down the road, Victor will get back to his dominant presence on stage. Don't forget, everybody, he is coming back from a severe injury. So I really believe that people are going to be surprised this year how much he's improved. It was pretty funny when Robbie walked in and he was setting up, and Vic was sitting there with his shirt and all on. And when we got ready to train, he went down to the tank top, and like 4 weeks out, Robbie shot a video up in New York, and he couldn't believe how much bigger he was. And he said, "How did he get that much bigger in 2 weeks?" And I said, "Well, I believe that an athlete can grow and get bigger going into a show. I just believe that if an athlete is training his hardest, taking his best supplements, taking his best nutrition, getting proper rest for 12 weeks, I don't understand why he doesn't expect to put on muscle tissue. The only thing that we're trying to do here is take off fat. 90% of my athletes put on weight, muscle weight, going into the show. I have lost a couple pounds off of some of my athletes, 2-3 pounds here of muscle weight. That's when we get behind, and we are behind on their fat, so we have to step up the cardio and drop the food down. That's when you start losing that muscle weight that a lot of athletes go through. So I felt, and when Victor got here, we stepped the program up a little bit more. We put on between 6 and 7 pounds. So I think it was like 6.8 pounds exactly. And now the muscle bellies are jumping out again, and they're looking like they want to come off of them. So, and he was just shocked to see how much heavier he was and how much better he looked in 2 weeks. And his conditioning has improved along that's almost 7 pounds. So it was pretty cool to see that. It was pretty funny when I started working with Victor. I kept hearing these rumors that he was really lazy in the gym and he mopes around and he hardly trains and things like that. I said, well, we got down to Florida here. I put him through a couple workouts, and let me tell you guys, this cat trains. He might be the drama queen between sets. He acts like every set kills him and rips his muscles in half and things like that. But we've had about 20-some workouts together, and not one time at any time he's put the weight down, stopped the set before I told him he was done. This cat will train. When he gets under that bar, he switches to another gear. And like I said, if you guys see him between sets around the gym, you might say something about him. But watch him train and go through the set. We did a leg workout the other day, and I guarantee you, second to none, that it would have dropped 90% of the guys out there training today. And I was really amazed that every time I told him I wanted 10, he'd get 10. If I told him 2 more, he'd put another 2 down. He never set the bar down until I told him we was done. And that's pretty amazing that a guy mentally can take his body there. Okay, I guess it's time to cut things out. We got a big day tomorrow. We have 2 weeks now exactly to the Olympia, so we have a lot of work in front of us, and I want to cut this off by saying a few things. I want to wish every single Olympic competitor the best, and I hope everybody brings their best, because I want the best show ever. And I want to thank you to MD. They came down and visited my training center in Tampa, or actually Newport Richey. And it's called Future Athletes, and it's where all my athletes and I work out. And anytime anybody would like to visit, give me a call. We'll get a workout in. And I would just say thanks, everybody, and thanks for tuning in.